We made some super easy, fun ephemera using children's book pages. Now, how do we add these to a journal? How do we make a junk journal out of this? Hello, it's Barbara from Vienna, Austria. Thank you so much for joining me today. So if you missed this video where we made all of these 10 pieces together, please check out the link in the description box below. You can find it there. And in the meantime, I have made 11 more pieces. So here's another huge pocket. Here we have another smaller pocket with flaps. Here's another coin envelope. Here is a regular envelope. This edge here I made using a die, but I didn't use it in my die cut machine. I just put it here and traced it and then added this last loop here because the die wasn't long enough. There's another envelope here. We have this pocket. A side-loading tuck spot, another side-loading tuck spot from the other side, a horizontal belly band, and then we have this cute little tag. I did use a die cut on this. This was from a Tim Holtz die cut. I backed it with some cardstock. And I did use a die on this one as well. And again, I backed it with some cardstock to give it more stability. So we have 21 pieces in total. I think that is going to give us an excellent start on our junk journal. I have already put together some pages to form 4 signatures. Each signature has 4 pages. I didn't want to do more than that because I know they're going to get bulky. So they have various types of paper. I did make sure that my biggest piece of ephemera, which is this one here, will be able to fit on the pages. So that's kind of what dictated the size of my journal. I have here some pages from a plant book. I have some music pages. And each signature has some pages of children's books. So I always joined 2 children's book pages together with strips of book pages. Now this is a great thing to do when you have book pages where you cannot decide which side to use and you don't want to lose either of them. Just join them in the middle and make pages out of them. So that's signature 1. Here again, music page. Here's our children's book page. This is also from a children's book. Here we have a bird page. Another plant book. Vintage children's book. This is again from the plant book. And here we have our children's page. And finally, we have this one. I think this is going to be my first signature. So again, we have the children's book pages combined. Look at these. So adorable. And this guy. There was no way I could choose between those 2. This is a page from Happy Mail Theater Critics Reviews, 1958. How cool is that, from New York? Another one of those music sheets and a page from the Frankfurter newspaper in Germany, in German. Now, while I specifically chose pages that didn't have a whole lot of color on them because I didn't want to take away from these beautiful illustrations, I do want to add a little bit of color. So what I want to try is using some stamps and some stencils to do that. I'm using only fairly rough stamps. These are stamps. I've shown these, I think, in a few videos. I've made these myself by just cutting out some foam, or in German Moosgummi. And here, for example, I punched holes with my regular hole punch. And then I just glued it on some packaging. So that's all of these. These here are all actually the insides of these holes are these. They just make fun dots. So that's these, and these two are carved out of linoleum. So these are very sturdy. Love these so much. Oh, and here's some more stars made out of foam. And then I just took a whole bunch of my stencils that I thought might be a good fit for this journal. I don't know that I will be using all of them, probably not. But just to give me a variety. I found one with fairies, so that might be fitting here. I don't remember where I got this. I think I got it locally. I don't remember ordering this one. We have some feathers here. This is also from a local store. Some florals here and some stars. So I think that will give us plenty of choice. So let's take the first signature and see what we can do. I will be working with acrylics, and I chose a few bright colors because I think that goes so well with the children's book theme. So these are colors I don't use a lot. So I think this will be a lot of fun. I am going to pay a little bit of attention to what's on this page when I work on this page. So for this one, maybe I will add some of this blue. I'll put some on my palette, or actually, I want to use this flower here. I'm just going to use my finger. I think that is the easiest for stamps like this. And I think I should take this page out in order to get a flat surface underneath for stamping on. So let's put this one maybe here. Haha. Super cute. And then why don't we add a yellow sun? Let's put that up here. Okay, that is very faint, but it's okay. So there's our sun. I've quickly dried this with my heat gun, and now you can see when it's together, it's really cute on these two pages. So let's move on to this one. Why don't we do some stenciling here? I'm going to use this star stencil that I made myself. I printed some stars on a regular copy paper and put that in between two sheets, and then laminated those, and then cut these out with a craft knife. I've done this so many years ago, but I still have it and I still love it. And I want to use this pink here. Kind of messed this one up and this one because I had too much paint on my brush. This is something I always tell you to be careful of, and now I forgot. But that's okay. But you see here, the ones that didn't have so much paint on the brush are more crisp. I'm not going to add paint on every page, so I'm going to skip this one. And let's do something here, maybe on this one. How about we take this one and let's use some darker blue. I did not wash my paintbrush because I don't want it to be wet. I need it dry for stenciling, so I just rubbed it on a piece of paper until most of the color was out. This time I'm going to make sure my paintbrush is more dry. That looks super cool. I am super happy with that one. While that dries, let's do some stamping on this one here. This time I'm going to take some orange. I'm going to take this fun stamp. Actually, I'm going to stamp right here where the crease is so that both sides get a half circle. Cool! And I'm going to do that maybe 2 more times. And by the way, if you have neither stamps nor stencils, you just take a paintbrush and you make some marks. You can just draw circles, you could just draw lines. There's so many things you can come up with. No excuses. This is dry, so we can flip this over. And on this one, let's put a little fairy. How about this one here with the butterflies? I think she's adorable. And let's use the turquoise. Maybe we can do the butterflies in another color. Let's make those yellow. And on this page, I'm just gonna put these fun blobs in yellow, or maybe yellow and orange, something like that. I will continue doing this for the other 3 signatures as well. Okay, so let me give you a flip through of all 4 signatures so that you see where and how I added the paint. This one might have been a bit overkill. I still love that one. Love these. We have our fairy, so that's the first one. You've seen that and you've seen these. Then this is the second signature. Here I added a large stencil. You can see here I added the yellow, here I added the turquoise, and then I blended it in the middle to be a little bit green. Here are these round stamps. Here I added 2 roses on opposite sides. Here's 3 more flowers. Here I stenciled a feather and it kind of looked boring, so I added some dots with my acrylic paint marker. Here's just some weird dots. I'm not very happy with that. This one I love. Then we have this green one here. Have some orange stars here. That's a lot together, I know, so I think I'm gonna cover a large part of that up. Here we have another fairy. This one turned out a lot better, I think. There's nothing. And then we have these. Love those as well. And then we have these weird stars. And that's it. I must say I like the ones that are a little more subtle, a little better. But we'll see what the whole thing looks like once we add all the ephemera. Let's start out with these 2 biggest pieces here and find a spot for those. Of course, since I'm not happy with this one, maybe I should just put a pocket over that and we don't see any of it. Yes, I like that. Yeah, because somehow, yeah, I'm not feeling those stars. So I'm just going to glue that down on the 3 sides. This is cute as well. I'm so happy there's always a way to fix things that you don't like. Okay, we have a cool large pocket. And so now this one needs to go somewhere else in the journal, so definitely not the first signature. Maybe we'll put that in the last signature. Let's see, or the third one. We could try the third one. This is another thing that I don't like. This is almost too wide. It would work, but it's not ideal. So maybe we do check the last signature. Yeah, this works better, so I will just glue that there. I'm just using tacky glue for this. I have a lot of tacky glue left, which I don't use often. I think this is the perfect opportunity because I don't have to worry about the warping here because these pages are quite sturdy. And I'm just gluing the sides, so I'm not gluing whole surfaces. So here we have 2 more large pockets. So since I have a pocket now in the first and last signature, I want to add one in the second and one in the third. So we could put it here, but let's put it somewhere where there's nothing yet. Ooh, how cute is this? The colors are just perfect. Look at that. See, without even planning, as long as you stick to colors that you already have somewhere with your ephemera, it's gonna work. That's what I love about these projects. Adorable. Okay, let's move on to the third signature. So that's this one. Don't like that. Here we already have something. We could put it here. Or maybe here better. Yep, I'm going to put it here. We have these two adorable coin envelopes. Again, we need to split these up. Let's see if we can add one to this one, the first signature. I think this would work really well. We have some blue here, we have the blue here. I'm just going to attach that with a paper clip. This is a cute one I received in a Happy Mail. And then the second one, we can add somewhere more towards the back, maybe the third signature now. Let's keep the colors in mind. This would work. Or maybe here where there's nothing. Let's do that. Here I'm just going to use a regular gold ink paper clip, and I will probably add a piece of fabric on that paper clip just to make it a little cuter. And then we have 3 envelopes, these 3. Definitely need one in the last signature. I wanted to cover this up partially anyway. Just thinking we have this one. Ooh, that would be nice, huh? Or is that still too much? That might still be too much. This is too big. Here we have the same issue as with this one. Same here. What if we add the envelope? Yep, I think that's good. So maybe I want to glue this down. Yep, I'm going to put glue on this side and on the bottom because I want to make this into a tuck spot on this side. So now we can tuck something in here, and we can flip this open to put something in there. That is awesome. So now we have 2 more. Don't have one in the front yet. Maybe here, this big one. This one I'm also just going to glue on the edge here, and I think that can still be a tuck spot. Lastly, we have this one here. Maybe that's too much yellow. How about, no, that covers too much. Yep, let's do it here. Again, making this into a tuck spot. Now, if you remember my first video where we made these envelopes, I said that I really don't want to embellish these envelopes further because it takes away from the design. But of course, when you have an envelope like this, where, for example, here, there's not much to look at, neither is there here. So this will definitely still be decorated up. I meant that more for envelopes that are already so pretty that we don't really need to add anything else. I really need to do something about this. I don't like it, even though it fits with this here, but I don't like it. Going to cover a lot of that up with this paper pad. And this avocado dyed paper fits really well with this color here as well. On this side here, I'm going to add this tuck spot. This one goes in the last signature. This one will go here in the first signature. Our large belly band can go here. Our horizontal belly band can go here. On this pocket, I put glue around these 3 edges so that it makes a double pocket now. Both pockets are loadable from the top. So again, I could have also just glued it on these 3 sides so that I could stick something in from that side. This little corner tuck spot goes here. And we have our squirrel tag, which we can stick in here. Maybe stick this tag in here, and then I will probably add a ribbon or something on top there. Our little deer booklet can go in this little tuck spot. And then finally we have this tag that needs a place. That's all the ephemera we have at the moment. So I can now see that it's not enough. I can just stick this in here for now. Let's do a flip through to see where we are at this point. So this is the bulk situation, not bad at all. I would say it's a good start. I do also see that it needs quite a bit more. I have cut out some more images that I can still use. So plenty here to still work with. Some of these are going to be made into journaling cards. Some will just be pockets. I have another one of these actually. I mean, wouldn't she make just such an adorable journaling card? These as well. I think, for example, this one would be a super cute journaling card. These, I need to figure out how to use these best. So I will make some more ephemera and add it here, and then we'll see where we are for the next episode, in which I also want to make the cover. Thanks for hanging out with me again. Hope to see you back here in the next one. Love you guys. Mwah! Mwah!